Hi, and in case you can't tell, this is Don't Starve. Now, Don't Starve has a really deep significance for me and for the other members of Fort Nerd. We all play this game, we all really like it, and we were gonna do multiplayer, but it didn't go through. Uh, you'll see I'm playing as Maxwell. A lot of people give me flack for that because Maxwell's a very boring, very basic character. And to that I say, well, screw you too. To be frank, I feel that the game was supposed to be made for Maxwell. And I say that because he has no special ability. He's normal in most respects. Not that I sympathize with him, for trying to discover new things and not exactly caring what other people say and has consequences. That's got nothing to do with it. But yeah, a lot of people will play the other characters, and I totally don't mind that at all. I don't feel it's the best thing to do because some of these abilities that they have seem quite cheatish. They seem like they're cheating. And I know they're not cheating. Yes, I realize that they are characters in the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, all these special abilities would give you an edge in a competitive setting, and that's not necessarily fair. Of course, they have that now. Don't Starve Together has a PvP mode, and your character that doesn't need as much food is going to beat up another character that needs more food, and your character that is physically stronger is going to beat up every other character because it is physically stronger and it is the only one that has that trait. And I feel that is awful and completely unbalanced, but hey, that's how you play the game. That's your choice, and your choices are heavily based on your personality, and I get that. I'm just saying, I would prefer if it weren't, so obvious and a little more balanced and a little more, not like that. And that took all my flint. Gotta see about the food. Gotta get the... Alright, well, my ramblings aside, all of the people of Fort Nerd play Don't Starve, and of course we were going to do that. Some things happened and some stuff didn't get done. But, it's still planned. Just not right now. Very lucky finding gold like that, but anyway. Miv usually plays Willow, I think the name is. I really have a hard time remembering the characters' names and their physical features. I identify them mostly through their special abilities, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Willow is the one with the lighter, I think, and that lighter allows you to make fire anywhere, and that's actually a really good advantage because you can make fire at any point in time in any place and it doesn't go out. That lighter is there with you forever, and you can just keep it and randomly light things on fire, and you never have to worry about it being night, which means the entire rest of the cast that has to do stuff during the day and kind of hide or hold back what they do at night. That just seems like a completely OP move right there, guys. I'm sorry, it does. Again, I ask you to forgive me about the times that I pop out of frames. I have things to deal with, one of which being that I'm not actually used to showing up on a camera very much. I can be a sidekick on a show, but that doesn't mean I actually have to be featured on the show. Oddly enough. Just bear with me, will you? So, yeah, she plays Willow, and the main reason she plays Willow, I think that's the name of the character. Again, I'm probably wrong, but if I'm not, sue me. If I'm wrong, sue me anyway, because, you know, I'm not worth anything, so you wouldn't get any money. Guess I'll set up around here. I did find an extra life stone. I like that. That is good. So, yeah, I find that a completely OP advantage that maybe should be tweaked a bit or something. Or not, you know, I don't know. I'm not the dev. I'm not an expert on balancing things. She used to play, that other female character. I don't remember her name at all, but really skinny one. If that helps. The one with the ghost. She used to play the one with the ghost, and the ghost will kind of act like a... The ghost will kind of take an extra hit or two. And it also restores your sanity a bit sometimes. Pardon me about that. But she switched to Willow because her special ability was actually much easier to use. And also she cites that she doesn't have to worry about sanity because Willow, being a pyromaniac, gets sanity boosts from seeing large to medium-sized fires. And basically all she has to do is set things on fire and she'll be perfectly sane. Again, I can see why that happens. That seems to be a reasonable sort of thing, like lore-wise, but in the game it seems really OP, like a lot of the other abilities. The next one that's actually quite heavily into this is Boomy, and of course you'll know him. He's the big guy. He's done a lot of Pokemon stuff on his channel. He plays as the robot. Whatever the heck the robot's name actually is, I don't know. But I know the robot's ability is that he can eat mechanical parts and get health boost from it. And I'm not so big on that one. I'm not really critical of that because there are ways to permanently boost your HP. So I don't feel that's so big of a deal. His other special ability is that he can eat spoiled food without anything happening to him. And again, I'm not so... I don't really harp on that either, because, well, I don't generally have enough food around at any one point in time for it to spoil. So, yeah, you know, I kind of can't complain about something that I would never use. there's the new quote-unquote guardian, Boomy's girlfriend, Taro, or Tarot, depending on how you pronounce that. I pronounce it Taro, so there. And she told me which one she was going to be using, but I forgot. And this is going to be a cooperative server. I believe it will be open to people when it gets to that point. It won't be to that point for a while, but when it does, I believe it will be open. See, I dislike the other characters, but I can see why other people play them. And I'm not harping on everyone's favorite characters. You know, I've actually played as all the different characters, and I've had all their special abilities, and I've used all their powers. And, you know, it just doesn't mesh with me. I am Wilson, and that's pretty much where I stand. You know, there's nothing really special about him, but then again, that's kind of the whole point. You know, these are characters who are trapped in, for lack of a better term, purgatory. Their character that puts them here, I forget his name. He's a playable character once you beat the story mode. Yes, there is a story mode to this game. I know that is completely shocking. Most people don't realize that, but there is a story mode to the game. And you can play it with any character. It's not character specific. But if you beat the story mode, you will basically have the choice of either killing that character or taking that character's place. And when you take that character's place, you will unlock him as a playable character. And that's actually really cool because you get to see things from a different perspective. And he's got a sword. Yes, he actually has a sword. He's all well in the dark magics, and, you know, he's actually a very decent character. He does have very early game advantage, but I suppose a lot of them are like that. Well, if my camp is over there, I know this because that's the icon for the fire, and that's the icon for the little one-up stone. So my camp is up there, and I'm over here. And that's my time. I guess I'll get into the better point of the argument next time.